Mira sits at a desk, looking at an unfinished canvas. Close-up of Mira's hand hovering over a keyboard, unmoving. Stack of untouched journals and sketchbooks on a shelf. Mira gazes out a window, a subtle hint of sadness. Close-up of Mira's thoughtful eyes. A flicker of doubt. Mira stands before a cluttered desk, overwhelmed. Mira scrolls through social media on her phone, looking for answers. Reflection of Mira in a dark window, alone with her thoughts. Mira closes her eyes, pinching the bridge of her nose. A discarded crumpled paper on the floor near her desk. Mira staring blankly at a wall, lost in thought. Close-up of Mira's hand gently touching a dusty, unused sketchbook. Mira walks along a quiet, tree-lined street at dusk. Mira stops, looking at a quaint, old workshop window. Through the window, the clock repairer works diligently. Close-up of the repairer's aged, steady hands. The repairer uses a small tool, her face serene. Mira watches, captivated by the scene. Close-up of intricate clock mechanisms, slowly turning. Mira's expression softens, a thoughtful look. The clock repairer carefully cleans a small part. Mira takes a deep breath, a sense of calm. Mira gently pushes open the workshop door. A bell tinkles. Mira stands respectfully, addressing the clock repairer. The elderly repairer looks up, a gentle smile on her face. Close-up of a small, intricate spring being held by tweezers. The repairer gestures to a shelf of restored clocks. Mira looks at the clocks, understanding dawning. The repairer returns to her work, calm and focused. Mira nods, a hopeful expression. Mira walks out of the workshop, determined. Mira's silhouette against the setting sun. Mira sits at her desk, setting a timer for 20 minutes. Close-up of the timer, slowly counting down. Mira begins sketching in her notebook, focused. A quick montage, Mira working, then struggling, then continuing. Mira pauses, looking at a small clock on her desk. A time-lapse of pages filling in her sketchbook. Mira's workspace, now organized and full of finished work. Close-up of Mira's hand confidently drawing a line. Mira smiles gently at her finished work. Mira's thoughtful eyes, now reflecting inner peace. Mira completely immersed in her creative process. A stack of finished drawings, neatly organized. Mira looking at her hands, a sense of accomplishment. Close-up of a small plant growing steadily from rich soil. Mira hesitates, finger over the post button on her screen. Close-up of Mira's anxious expression. Mira takes a deep breath and presses post. Mira checks her notifications. A few negative comments appear. Mira continues working at her desk, unfazed. Positive comments and likes begin to appear on her screen. Mira reads encouraging messages. A soft smile. A collection of Mira's diverse finished art pieces. Mira looks thoughtfully at her reflection in a mirror. Mira confidently puts the final touch on a painting. Mira, now older and confident, walks past the same storefront. The workshop is dark and empty, a for rent sign in the window. Mira pauses, a reflective smile, touching the old door. Mira walks away, a quiet strength in her posture.